According to UNHCR, around 15,000 Afghans are registered in India as refugees and asylum seekers, and over 13,000 enrolled in Indian universities. Mohsen Gilani, an Afghan student, moved to India in 2018 with his family of 5 people as refugees to study. He lives in Bhogal, Delhi. He left Afghanistan due to instability, persecution by the Taliban, and threats to his family from unknown people. 22 years old Mohsen talks about his problems of being an Afghan student and managing finances after the Taliban takeover.
As of now, no one is working in my family member, and even there is no job opportunity like we can work. Like I believe, like in my case, there is opportunity for me to work as a part time. I will work, but as of now, I cannot find any part of job, because if I continue to work on a full time job, then I cannot continue my higher education, such as going to university daily, these things. So as of now, my family is supporting. That's all. Like how we're managing. About remittance, my family is just my auntie is in USA, so she's sending from USA. So just sending $300, and that amount is not a sufficient amount. I'm just getting 20,000 rupees from that scholarship. That's all. We are about the college fees. The remaining, like from we you're using our own saving, like whatever saving we have, we are using that thing.
Mohsen cannot go back to his country in this grim situation and says that nobody in India is willing to recruit refugees or Afghan students, as India does not recognize refugees and restricts working under students' visa. He plans to do masters further but does not know how to manage his finances. He says even qualified people with visas do not find willing recruiters. Most of his friends in India with students' visas discontinued their studies due to finances and took odd jobs. Mohsen's mother was a doctor in Afghanistan, but family savings are drying up now, with children of the family left with no other option other than to work without documentation.
As home rent is 13,000, and daily expensive count, medical also issue is there, because my mother is a diabetic, heart patient, she is cholesterol, BP. So all of these challenges we face. And for one medical, you have to go routine, do checkup, go to doctor. So all of these cost money. My sister is kind of studying. She's in class 10, and my brother graduated from class 12 just recently, and another brother is continuing class 12. My brother is doing part-time job. He's doing working with my one friend. He's a dry food businessman. Sometimes he works for 3 hours. Sometimes he works for 10 hours. Sometimes even all day he works. So school hours have sometimes the work is important. Then he miss the classes.
The kind of crisis that's happening, it's very important that India, yeah, it has the humanitarian aid part is well and good, but it's also very important that it steps up on this, like on the visa issue as well, because we had I mean, considering we have always been sponsoring Afghan students, and that has been one area of cooperation with the country that has earned us a lot of goodwill and trust from the country.
After the Taliban takeover in 2021, the Indian government has no diplomatic presence in Kabul. Even the Indian Council for Cultural Relations is not providing scholarships to Afghan refugees now. One of Mohsen's brother is looking for scholarships for higher studies, as the family cannot support him any longer. As of now, there seem to be no funds coming their way.
There are still many incremental steps that they can take, which could kind of make the students feel that, okay, the country is like, okay, they've not been abandoned. Like, there's some steps are being taken to kind of expedite their return.
So the future for these Afghan students look bleak. They came to India with dreams which are now being crushed.